Mag-unbox tayo ngayon ng bagong printer. Ito ang Brother DCP-T720W model series. Ito yung itsura niya. Yan yung kanyang ink system. Ito ay ink tank na printer, bagong printer ng ating school. So i-unbox natin. Yan yung kanyang features. Kung nakakaintindi kayo ng Korean, yan, basahin nyo na lang sa English. Okay. Yan yung kanyang box. Let's open it. Okay, so you have here the paperworks. You have here the initial setup guides. We have here the setup guide. The other paper is the safety guide, and this one I think is the something about the mobile app. Okay, now the next things that you see, we can also see some inks here. Let's get them. So we have here magenta, that's red. We have here cyan, that's blue. We also have yellow, and we also have black. Now the black has the ink code of D60. All the other colored inks have the ink code of 500, BT500. So if you are gonna buy inks, you should take note of the ink codes. Okay, so up next we also have some wirings here. This is the USB cable for the computer. So you're gonna use this to connect the printer to the computer for setup purposes and for printing purposes. Of course, we have another cable here for the power. Alright, so next is we also have another paper here. What's this? Okay, so this is the warranty card, and this is for the Philippines, and this is what it says. Let's put it again there. Okay, so now we remove the top cover. Top cover is made up of styrofoam. Put it somewhere, and there's the printer, as you can see. Okay, so let us remove the printer from the box. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Okay. Now here's the printer inside the plastic bag. Now inside the box there's nothing left, so we can just store this one away for warranty purposes. Look. Alright, so what's left is for us to remove the plastic covering of the printer, and then after we remove it, we will discuss its features and parts. And here it is, the new printer, Brother T720DW. So, that's the side. the back. Okay, so let's start from the front. The front, you can see the controls. We have the LCD here to display the program situation or status of the printer. We have the reduce button, copy scan options, Wi-Fi. By the way, this printer can connect to Wi-Fi, so you can print on this printer via Wi-Fi. You don't need a cabling. You didn't need cabling for that. This one, the buttons here, up, down, and OK. This will be used in conjunction with the menu button and other options here. The menu button, we also have the scan button here. If you want to photocopy, then you can press this one. Stop and exit will be used if you want to exit everything from what you're doing. And mono and color is the start buttons. So if you're going to, for example, scan or copy in grayscale, you press this, mono. If you want to copy or scan in colored, you can press this color button here. This is the power. Of course, you know what's the use of the power. Just for turning on and off of the printer. Now at the top of the printer, you have the paper feeder for the copier. So if you want to copy, for example, a test paper or a document, you can simply insert the document here like this, and then operate the scan button and then press your desired start procedure, and the printer shall work. That's the use of this top portion. You can also open this one in case there's a problem. You can open this one from here like this, just in case something jammed up there. You can clean it up and then return it like that. You can also adjust these here, paper holders, according to the size of the bond paper that you are going to feed in. You can also open this latch to guide the paper here. Okay, so let's go back in front again. Also in front, you see here, this is the refill tank window. So this is where we see the ink. So just check this one from time to time for you to be able to determine the level of the ink. Now to open this one, there's a latch here. You can just push this one forward. There you go. And it opens. So inside the ink tank, you can see the lids here representing the colors of the ink. So to refill it, you just remove this and then transfer it there. Remove this, transfer it there, this to there, and this to there. Then you just simply fill in the ink in there. We will talk about that later when we set up the printer. As of now, let's return the lids to where they are, to where they were. Okay, just go right back. Now below the control panel here, you also have the paper feeder tray pull. You can just pull it out and take it out like that. Now this one can be lifted up like that, and then you put the paper inside. So you can adjust these controls here. This one, you can adjust this one and put the paper inside. So we will be talking about more of that when we insert the bond paper. Now this one can be opened. This one can be opened like that. You just pull it out and then open this too like this, and this will hold the paper that was used in printing. Now to insert it back, just push it back like that. Now you can remove the paper guide from here by just pulling it out and then open it like that. Okay, so that's how the printer should look whenever you want to use it. Okay, alright, so part of the top portion is also the scanner. So this printer has a copier, it has a scanner, and it has a printer function. Now to lift up, to use the scanner, you simply lift this one, as you can see, or you can simply lift this one from here. There you go, and do this slowly. Now this is the scanner area. Place the document here that you're gonna scan, like that. It's only good for A4. Only for A4, you see. So next, to put it back, I just simply close the lid like that. There you go. Now be sure to do everything slowly. Now the last one that I'm going to show you is another upper deck that you can lift just in case the printer has a paper jam, or if you're gonna install the USB. So lift the printer here, then lift the lid up, and there you go. So this is the printer area. You can see this area here is the paper feeder. It will feed the paper right there, and the printer function will work. Now on this area here is the USB port. So this is where you insert the USB, and then the USB cable will run through here and come out of the printer through this area here, right? Okay, so upon inserting the USB cable, we can now bring this one back to its original position like this. Now once again, be sure that you are doing it slowly, not so fast, or else you might damage the components. Okay, so on this side, there's nothing to discuss here about, only the sticker. Now let's go at the back. Now at the back of the printer, you can also see this one. You can open this and close. This is another paper tray. So if you want to print something and you want to use this tray, the back tray, you can insert the paper here on this tray. You can use this tray. Okay, so this is how it works. So you can just simply insert the paper. Now for convenience, usually we don't use this. We use the default bond paper tray, which is this one, the removable one. Alright, so let's go here. We can also press this one, just in case there's a paper jam. You can access the back of the printer by pressing these latches here and then opening it up like that. Okay, here you go, the paper guides, as you can see. So if the printer had a paper jam, you can access the back portion of the printer through here. Don't just pull the paper if you want to remove it, or else you might damage the printer. Okay, now let's go at the last side of the printer, the left side. There's nothing here too. What you can see is just the power in port. Okay, so there you go, the overall physical features of this printer. Now the next video that we are going to talk about is the setup video. How do we set up this brother DCP-T720DW?